best way because it was calmly and see where we're going, okay? First of all, I know I spoke to you, I'm sorry, I don't remember your name.
Sure.
Rosa, okay. When I spoke to you yesterday, Rosa, you said that you were sharing this unit with your daughter.
Right.
And on the lease, you have to co-sign it. On the lease, I see it outlined everything. It's only one person.
No, if you look on the lead,
Yeah, sure.
who's signing with?
The father, but...
Right, and I'm a tenant.
No, because if you take a look here, right over here, there's an area, how many people will be occupying the unit, right here. Under item 3, it says use. You will only use the apartment for dwelling for yourself.
How much is in there?
No, you will not let more than one person live here. We're going to work through this. Let me just get through this, okay? Then I know when I helped my son carry some supplies up here the other day, you had 2 dogs with you. Okay. Then, I'm sorry, your name?
Leslie.
Leslie. You have 1 dog, and that's what's allowed.
Yeah.
1 dog, okay?
There's only one.
Yeah, they were visiting with my stepdad.
Oh, okay, I thought they were your dogs.
No.
Okay. Well, that makes it easier then, okay? So, per the lease, and
Just
I'm
the
not-
big guy.
and I'm not saying what we can do, but there's only one person, and I know you thought that you're a tenant here, Rosa, but the way it is, and everything that my son checked out for us, is that you, Lisa, are going to be the tenant.
Leslie.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's my sister's name. They call me Lisa all the time.
You're going to be the tenant. Let's see what's happening here. You have some issues, okay? One thing before we even get going, and I know my son told me you used a black light.
Oh, yes.
Okay, the carpet is not going to be changed. The carpet was purchased new.
Do you want to see the pictures?
Okay. A black light, okay, I don't even want to go down that path.
You should, though, just so you can see what we have, why I can't walk barefoot, and why I have to wear these.
Okay.
Actually, we're all standing in piss.
Okay, I don't believe that because I have other units. And if an animal has urinated in the carpet, okay, you will smell the odor.
You do.
As soon as you walk in the door.
We have a lot of air fresheners, honey.
Okay, but you will, I mean, it's such a distinct odor.
It is. It's definitely over here and over here.
I can usually smell anything. I smell nothing.
That's because we have all the
Let me show you all the pictures.
Okay. Even a deodorizer will not mask the smell of animal urine, all right?
No, it won't. It's still here. You have to be here a little bit to
Okay.
smell it.
Usually, it's as soon as you come in.
Why don't you smell the carpet? I guarantee you will smell it.
Okay.
It's
It's not the right issue, but I'd be glad to, I'm trying to go along with you.
I just want to show you the
I'll be glad
pictures.
to smell. Well, again, we're not going to go down that road of flat.
Well, I mean,
But
it's
I'm-
the
I'm-
reality. Tim, that's the reality of it.
I got to be truthful. I don't smell a thing. It smells just like carpet. There is nothing, I mean, okay, this carpet,
When was it installed?
it was
year
installed
ago,
the
right?
previous tenant.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's what the neighbors said.
Yeah. So it's,
But the neighbors also told us that they had a dog, and you can go talk to her. She didn't understand why they never took the dog out, and I didn't make that up. You can ask her yourself.
I've got to be truthful with you. The carpet is not going to be changed, okay? Again, black light is a black light. I can't do anything about that. I've never had a tenant come.
You see how it's white there and how that's not?
I have no idea what that is or what the shadows are.
Well, we can get someone to confirm what the white spots are.
Okay, I don't want to go down that road, so let me maybe...
But we are going.
Okay, let me
I don't know if you
preface
want
it.
to see the white spots.
I
tennis shoes.
Let me preface it this way. If you are of a mindset that only changing the carpet is going to make you happy, then what we have to work on is an exit strategy. If you're of the mindset, now the carpet was cleaned, possibly if you want to have it cleaned, you want us to have it cleaned in these areas again, that's something we can talk about. But if you're firmly convinced that you don't want to stay here unless the carpet is changed, then you got to let us know, because then we'll work on something.
I just want to be able to walk barefoot.
Okay. I can take my boots off and walk barefoot.
Go for it.
No, but that's not going to prove anything for you.
It will. It'll show me that you're going to walk in piss.
Okay.
But he's not working on it on a daily basis.
Yeah, not every day.
Okay. Okay, I got to ask you the
It's a
question.
health concern.
Okay, I got to ask you the question. If only changing the carpet is going to make you want to stay here, you better tell us that right now.
You know, it's
Because
not
that
about...
is not going to work for us.
It's not about making me happy. It's about doing your duties as a landlord.
Please,
That,
don't go down that road.
well,
Don't
let's,
go down the road of doing duties, and don't show me things.
this is rights and responsibilities of landlords and
I
tenants
don't
in
need that.
Connecticut.
Yeah, I don't
Well, I
need-
think you should look over it, because, I mean, there's a lot of issues here that, I mean, feel free. I pulled it up for you. I highlighted the things that you've broken yourself in your own lease, and it's a matter of that. We are going down that road because you've broken it.
Okay.
You've broken the law.
Then,
Not me.
okay, if you don't want to, again, if it's things like changing a lock, doing a little additional painting, if you've got an appliance that needs something, we can go down that. If we're talking about major things like changing the carpet, we're not going to do that. So therefore, we have to talk on a different path. So you have to let me know what path we're going to go down.
What would be your grounds for changing the carpet?
There wouldn't be any.
So you wouldn't change the carpet no matter what?
No. What we do is we change carpets only, I mean, this carpet is like brand new. And I know you, please, and I know you don't agree with that, okay? And I'm not going to try to change your mind.
But I have a witness even saying...
Your witness doesn't mean anything to me.
Well, she's lived here for over
Okay.
a year.
You know, anybody can say anything they want. I have had, and I'm not going to change your mind, and I'm not going to try to change your mind. I've had carpets where animals have urinated on them. We've had to rip them up, and especially if you have a cat's urine is so strong, you have to, after you rip up the carpet and the pad, you have to stain kill under it just to get the odor out. The odor is so
It
strong.
penetrates to the wood.
Oh, yes, yes. The odor
You
is
have
so...
to sand the wood.
No, no. It's called
I'm
stain.
sorry, that's for mold. I'm
It's called
thinking
stain
mold.
kill. So that, under those conditions, yes. When I walked in here, and from somebody walking, and you have your own mindset, and I'm not changing it, but I'm just telling you where I'm coming from. When you walk into a
This is
unit...
your second time walking in. We walk in every
Oh,
day.
no, I'm just saying, when you walk into a unit from outside, or from the hallway, if there has been a urine problem, it will hit you. It will hit you a
Oh,
lot.
it hits me a lot.
Okay. I can't help.
You know,
It will do it quicker from
Like,
somebody
for instance,
walking.
I was over here, sorry to interrupt. For instance, I was over here last night, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't be over here. I smell the piss.
If that's
Might
the
be
case,
stronger right
okay.
here. I
If
don't
that's
know,
the
but I know
case,
it's right
okay.
here too.
If that's the case, and you're not going to be able to live here, then we're going to talk about an exit strategy.
Well, I
okay?
just want to know what your standards are for changing the carpet when
I
there's
just told
piss.
you.
If you won't change.
I'm not changing the carpet. You can tell, and I cannot tell here. I mean, it is so obvious. I don't have a unit because any unit that's had that problem has been fixed.
You have about almost 50 units, I mean.
Okay, first of all, how many units I have is really not your or your mom's
Public
business.
information, so it is our business.
It doesn't affect anything here. It doesn't affect anything that we,
Well-
I'm trying to go down a path, and I'm trying to get an answer out of you. I started by saying very nicely, let's see if we can resolve this. There are two paths that we can take, okay? One path is what I've just described. If you have some areas you want to discuss, with the exception of the carpet, we'll discuss them with you.
Okay, let's
If
stop
you
that.
have
Let
to-
me stop
if-
you for a
go ahead.
moment.
Sure.
When we came in, we hadn't seen the apartment at all.
Mhm.
Okay, he opened the door and it hits you. The carpet was only vacuum, it wasn't steam clean. So he had his guy come and steam clean. I asked him a question, what kind of solutions
Yeah, sure.
are you using? Because, I had cleaned carpets in the past myself.
Yeah.
I used to manage apartments. And so he says that the industrial chemicals.
Yes.
And I asked him, do you use any simple green? Because simple green would, take the odors out. And so would a teaspoon of bleach
Yeah,
into
okay.
the solution.
I'm listening, yeah.
And so he says, no, this is an industrial.
Yeah.
I told you to let him do his job.
Yeah, let him do his job. But he says, I'm an industrial, and he got a little feisty.
Yeah.
I'm an industrial machine, and and that
He is.
was that.
Yeah.
And so he got a little feisty, and I
Yeah.
wasn't going to go, and he says, let him do
And he was
his
in here
job.
for, what, 30, 40 minutes
Not
and was
even.
done? Oh.
Yeah. So when we came back, it did smell better.
Mhm.
It did smell but the odors were still
Like,
there.
he won't even go on the porch.
Once it dries, once the carpet dries after you steam clean, there's urine, it becomes worse. The odor comes
Yes,
back
it
worse
does.
because
It does.
of the wetness
It does,
and,
yeah.
you're kind
I agree
of,
with you. It
doing
does.
moving the dirt around.
And then,
And I know that, because like I said, I own the carpets and I clean them. I have a rug buster. And so this was the thing that I couldn't understand.
Okay.
What are you using? He never showed me the chemicals.
Let me explain what he uses, because we use him a lot. He's very good, and
Cameron.
maybe his people skill isn't up to your standard. But the simple green, and I've used that before too, simple green is used on siding to get discoloration off siding. I've never heard of anyone using that.
Well, you don't use a lot. You use maybe
Yeah.
a quarter of a cup.
Okay,
in there.
that is used on siding, okay?
It's an
Again,
all-purpose cleaner,
no, it's not. Mm-mm.
simple green.
That is not a carpet cleaner. I've got it, I've used
Oh, no, it's
it.
not.
No, it's an
carpet
all-purpose
cleaner.
cleaner.
Yes, but it's not something you want to use for
It's a little
carpet.
hidden secret that we do use
Okay,
for carpet,
all right.
because we've noticed.
We can talk about that,
Yeah.
and we have to come up with an agreement. And if it will make you feel better to have this carpet done with simple green, as long as it won't hurt the carpet, we could entertain that. But what I'm trying to get at here is to find out, we're not going to change the carpet.
Mhm.
So without changing the carpet, do you want to stay and do you not want to stay?
I
This
do,
is
I
this
do
is what
want
I have
to
to find.
stay.
Okay.
It's just, something needs to be done so I can walk around barefoot. I don't know if we can put runners over the carpet.
You can put whatever you want on
Well,
the
it's
carpet.
gonna be
We're
you
not gonna
putting
put-
it.
No, we are. the
Okay, then we're
carpet-
done talking.
Yeah.
We're done.
We are not going to, again, the best that I can possibly say to you, if it will make you feel better and you want, I will check with the carpet cleaner man. If he can use the simple green and the tablespoon of whatever your mom says, and that will make you feel better,
not
I
gonna
would,
make it better.
I would be willing to do it. As far as changing the carpet, we're not going to do that, okay? As far as the lease, where it says one person, since you've had some problems here, I'd be willing, and that's, and this, and I know your mom doesn't agree, she thinks she's a tenant, but she's not.
Well, that's what it says on your lease.
No, I just read you the clause.
Yeah, but read where the signature is, it says tenant.
Okay, the reason for that was.
We can go into litigation.
Yeah,
and,
and let it
Okay,
judge
if we're going to go down that route, I told you we didn't want to threaten, okay?
We're not.
Okay.
It's
I
the reality.
don't want, okay, a reality is, because there's only one occupant here, we could go down the same legal route. We don't want to do that, okay? First of all, it costs us time, it costs us money.
Money.
Second of all, if we do go down that route, you're a young lady, I don't think you want that on your record, because it does get put on the record.
I don't think you want everything on your record.
Okay.
I'm not worried
I'm
about that.
trying to work something out. Don't threaten me.
Don't
I
threaten
won't-
me that you
Why
don't
did
think
I say that? Why did I just say that?
Well, you
Because
just
what-
said you
no,
don't think I want it on my
no.
record.
What did you say prior to me going down that path? You said about the legal area and the courts. I'm
Actually,
saying,
she did.
okay. Don't say that, because I
And
don't
you
think-
said the cost. And
I said that only afterwards, okay?
Well,
I
we're
don't
talking
want-
about the reality of it. It's
Okay.
not a threat.
The reality is, let's get away from the carpet. Are there other issues that you have?
I wanna show
Just
you.
tell me.
I want to show you so you can see with your naked eyes.
I will believe you. I know you said there were cleaning issues. You and Mark worked out something on the cleaning issues. What other issues have you got?
I just want to show you underneath this sink, if you could get on your knees with me.
Go ahead.
Mold.
Where's that flashlight? On the mold there? Right, you have to come way underneath. Wait, no, come on.
What?
You see the mold way over there when flashing?
In the bathroom.
Why wasn't this ever covered up? Is that how you let someone move
Let
in?
me see what you're talking about. I
And
don't
in
see
here.
any.
Oh, you'll see it in there, right there. That's all mold, sweetheart,
Okay.
right there.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Pantry has mold, the
That's
bathroom
negligence
has
on
mold.
your part.
No, Tim,
Okay, you know,
take a vote.
And the bathroom
don't
sink is
do
the same way.
Don't do insinuations, okay?
It is negligence. What is it? What is it?
No.
Is that being aware of what your unit and caring?
Okay. I don't see us coming to an understanding. If you had approached it, saying you want that blocked off, you want the back of the sink.
I want the mold gone. I don't want it covered up.
Wait, yes, okay. And if you wanted that taken care of, that's one of the issues. There's two different ways of approaching something, okay? The way is saying, you know, we have to have that done
I have
properly.
tried an email.
Wait, we have to have that done properly.
I have tried.
I'm just talking with you and me.
Uh-huh.
Forget about the past. Instead, you said negligence and you're putting an onus. That type of discussion back and forth, what that does is that alienates me, and that tells me, you know, I don't need this aggravation, okay?
Neither do I.
Okay, I'm trying to work something out with you, okay? I understand what you said here, and I'll take a look at what you said in the bathroom. What other issues? And I want these to be all of the issues. I don't want
Yep.
just to be part of
Oh, we
it,
have a list
and
of
then-
all of
Get
these.
the-
and then 2 days later, you come up with
No,
additional.
not at all.
Could I
This is
take
it.
could I
This is
take a
the-
look at the list and see what you have?
This
there?
was wrote on the 4th. I dated it, but that's
Okay.
just updated.
Blinds living room. Let's take blinds. What blinds are you talking about?
Well, it's the owner's responsibility, and I've
No,
checked.
definitely
No,
not.
you know why? Because it's not a standard window
Okay.
for,
Okay.
I went to
Okay.
look at rods,
We-
and I went,
we
no,
do
excuse
not-
me, I'm
okay,
speaking,
go
I have
ahead.
the floor right now.
Go ahead.
Okay, we went and did some, shopping for that window,
Mhm.
and it's gonna cost about $300-something to.
On the
cover
slider you're talking about?
On the slider,
Yeah, okay.
as well as the other one, because
Okay.
of the,
Okay.
size of the window is
Yeah.
not your normal standard window. Therefore, it's the owner's responsibility because it's part of your fixtures, it's not part of the
We're
tenant.
not making this
If
up.
I had, if we went and bought, you know, the window coverings and all the gear for it, we couldn't take it with us because it belongs to that window. We could never use it again because it is your window,
And in the lease,
literally.
it says if we install anything, it's yours to keep. That's your own lease. The responsibilities of the landlord. Provide a clean apartment when the tenant moves in.
Okay.
Uh,
No.
So the window, you know, it's a big issue. We've
Okay,
been with that
let me,
covering.
I'll address that with you, and I've very briefly read down your list. First of all, it's our policy that we do not provide window treatments, and I'm going to explain to you why. You probably won't agree. Every tenant will want something different. But that is available, the window treatments for the sliders available very inexpensively at Walmart and Kmart.
We went
I've had
there. They
tenants-
don't even have that sign.
Okay, I've had tenants get them there.
Can you tell me who they are?
No, I'm not gonna tell you
So
who my...
see, I mean, you're not working
Yeah.
with me.
But anyway,
And I'd like to know what
this
the
list, okay,
protocol is for every other tenant.
Okay.
Did they comply with the blinds? Were they there before the tenants moved in? I
Okay.
mean, those
If-
are questions
if-
we're gonna ask.
if the blinds are there before they move in, they're more than welcome to them. If they don't want them, they can take them and throw them away. But anyway, let's get to the bigger issue. This is so...
No, that is an issue.
Okay.
That's a huge
Because, I mean,
issue.
you know,
But we've
we,
got so many issues, I don't see us getting through them.
no.
I think we should look at the exit strategy, because this list
Okay,
is
let's
so
talk about the exit
extensive.
strategy.
This list, I mean, you're talking about the stairway, okay?
Right
Wait,
here,
wait,
it
wait,
says
wait.
keep hallways and entryways lighted well and
Okay.
keep hallways, stairs, yards,
Okay.
clean common areas. They are not clean, sir.
Okay. The stairway...
It's not clean, it's right there.
Wait.
It's a
Wait,
Cali
wait,
Homeowners
okay.
Association.
The stairway, exactly, the stairways,
And
the
who are they?
courtyards, and everything is part of what the association takes care of.
Who's
And
the
who are
homeowners association?
Who are they?
There is a board of directors.
Who are they?
There are 5 individuals on the board.
Right.
Okay.
And what are
Can we have the
their
names, please?
No.
That's public
Well, that's
information.
public
Then
info.
why don't you go and get it from the public?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, but
Look,
we're asking
let's-
you.
Okay, I'm not telling you, okay?
Okay.
Why don't we do this? I don't see us coming to an agreement here, okay? I think the best strategy is that you find another dwelling, how long, do you agree with me? Because these things that you're requiring, you don't want to live in a place you're not going to be pleased with, that you're not going to be able to walk around with, that
I don't
you have
understand
issues
why
with.
it's
So
so
this-
negligence and carelessness on your part. I mean, don't
This
you want your
isn't-
place to be nice?
This isn't, this is a nice place.
Look at the fresh cobwebs.
Okay.
I
You
mean,
know,
okay.
if you owned your own place. you
I would
could-
take pride in it,
Exactly, okay.
which you're not
These-
showing.
Okay, I would recommend, we're not gonna get anywhere going down this. You're gonna get upset, and I don't want you to get upset, and I don't wanna get upset. Let's see if we can part at least on decent terms. Do you agree with that?
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
not
proper
about
way?
being upset, it's
Okay.
about being so frustrated
Okay,
and
well,
overwhelmed with
well,
this.
let's not be frustrated, let's get over this and say, this isn't gonna work out, okay?
Well,
I
you-
can see it's not gonna work out, because I'm not gonna do these things, and you're not
But
gonna
you
be
know what,
happy
you're
if they're not
taking the
done.
easy way out because you don't want to address the problems. As far as the carpet, you know, it's a problem. It's a
I know.
serious, you know, health.
And I told
problem.
you, I'm not, so that's why I'm trying to, okay, I'm not gonna take up 5 hours of your time, or 5 hours of our time. Let's get down to the basics. The basics is, you're gonna try to find, you will be much happier in a different place that you've seen. You made an error, you should have seen the place before you decided.
Whose error was that, though? That was my error or his?
Okay, does it make a
So
difference?
don't say that I made the error when your son did it, too.
Does it make a difference?
Well, don't say that I made
Okay.
the error, maybe
Let's do
rephrase
this.
your words.
Let's do this. What type of time frame and what do you want to find another dwelling?
Well, we will need your assistance in moving. We're not gonna move this stuff again, I mean, for a week
So
now.
we just paid, you know, money
Yeah.
to bring it up and.
You will assist us in moving, otherwise we don't have an agreement. Otherwise, we're staying here until you wanna take us to court.
I'm listening to what you're saying. Go ahead and finish.
You will assist me in moving, and you will give me a full refund, plus my moving costs. Period.
A full refund of what?
Everything I've paid so far.
Even though you're living here?
In filth, in
Okay.
unstable, in unsanitary conditions, yes,
Okay.
even though I'm living here. If you'd like to leave, that's where we're at.
Okay.
You can have your lawyer contact me.
Okay. I'm sorry that you're taking that approach.
Well, you know, to ask you
No,
for the
it's the
names of
reality.
the board of directors,
Yeah.
that is like, and you refused.
Yeah.
It kind of, you know, is it a scam that you're running?
Oh,
You
sure.
know, I mean, in my mind, you know, I'm beginning to see this.
Okay.
You have been, you know, you do own 45 units according to the county
Hall.
assessor, and you also own,
What does have to do with
it's
what we're talking about?
relevant to the sense that you have 45 tenants in the building,
Yes, and I have
and how
45
do you
happy
treat these
tenants.
people?
That's for further investigation.
So, I mean, I can go and find out who these tenants are and speak to them personally, you know.
It's
I don't-
public information.
It's not,
It's not, you know, you two think you know everything.
No, not at
no,
all.
Okay.
not at all.
We learn every day.
Tenants are not public information. It's not recorded in the town, it's recorded with myself and my tenant. That is it. So you think you know everything. I have not taken the time, and I do not want to discuss or argue
Hamlin.
with you some of the things that you're saying that
Hamlin.
in But
Yeah.
prime example is
Get it.
a tenant is not public
Oh,
information.
no, I realize it, but
Your daughter just said
units
that.
are, the units are. The
Oh,
units are.
But your daughter just said tenants are public information.
Well, no,
They're not.
the units
not.
are.
Well, finding out about the units is,
The
and I can knock on their door and then find out who they are. That's what I meant.
Okay, that is not
The
public.
units are.
The units are. And I can knock on the unit, every one unit, which I will do.
You know, we don't want to be difficult, we just
We just
want
want you to care.
Care about your own property.
And make it right, like it
It's
should have
not, you
been.
know, it's not our property, you own it.
I mean, read
If I
it.
bought the
I
place,
don't want to read it.
if I bought the
Well, you
place from
should.
you, then I would take pride in fixing the baseboards, you know, making
Getting
sure
the
that the
mold
floors were
removed.
sanded and getting the mold, you know, taken care of.
Okay, this list is not going to get done. Things
Wow.
like you just said here, yes, that can be fixed, the bathroom can be fixed, those are things, and if those were overlooked, and I admit they were overlooked, fine, I apologize.
And have,
Things that go down a path of being not something that I'm willing to do. Maybe you will find a landlord that is willing to do it, okay? And you'll be much happier.
Or maybe I'll just find a place that's move-in ready, that's
That's what
sanitary.
you can do also.
Mhm.
It's not my fault you rented me an unsanitary place.
and you know, the other thing, okay, like you want to cut
I don't
that
see we're
sink.
getting anywhere, so I think
No,
we should
let me
end this.
finish, that caulking that sink, I thought about it, the fracture's getting, you know, longer on that sink. And that's where that mold is starting to,
Yeah.
get, you know, that's why you have mold in that
Mhm.
bathroom.
That's just
And
right.
the floors, you know, if we took them apart, if I had your permission to take those floors apart and
No.
redo them again,
No.
I bet you I would find more mold.
No, you don't have my permission to do
Yeah, so I
that.
won't do that, but, you know, maybe the health department can. But the
Again,
other
I
thing
said,
that,
don't threaten,
I'm not
because I
threatening
can
you.
do the
I'm
same
just,
thing.
you know,
That is
yeah.
a threat. When you
That's
say
not
the
a
health
threat,
department,
you know,
that
it's
is
a
threat.
This is
health
being
concern.
recorded, we're not threatening you.
It's a
I
health
think it's time to
concern.
leave, Mark.
Yeah, I
don't
think
see
it
us
is,
getting anywhere.
yeah. And you will get a letter in the mail.
Tamlin,
Thank you for your time.
come on, Tamlin. Tamlin.
Wow. Never heard of anything this.
Yep.